Welcome to my office, ladies. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Shalane.
Hi, Shalane. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name's Desi.
Desi. It's
Hi,
nice to meet
I'm
you.
Nisha.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Nisha.
to meet you, Shalane.
I'm glad that you ladies could make it in today, and I'm excited to be able to work with you a little bit and hopefully make some progress on whatever it is that you're here for. So I'd just like to start out by getting an idea of what your goals are for being here in therapy. So Desi, I'll start with you. What's your goal for being here today?
I guess my main goal would be just to improve our living environment, make it a little less stressful. Maybe work on our communication, because often we just get frustrated with each other. So, yeah.
Okay. So improve communication so that it's a little more pleasant in your living environment. Are you two roommates?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Anisha? What's your goal?
Yeah, I think I want a little more communication to be effective and maybe some consistency within our house.
Okay. Good. So communication and consistency. So I hear that your goals are very similar. I mean, you use the exact same word, improve communication. So that's encouraging. I think that just that fact alone will really help us. Desi, why don't you tell me, what things will you be doing differently when there's good communication between the two of you?
I guess I'll just be more open, maybe about things that frustrate with me, or like if I need space, just to be open about that. I'll probably be a happier person, I guess, with those things. But yeah, I would say mainly those first two.
Okay. What would being a happier person in those things look like specifically?
I guess our living environment would just be more peaceful, so I would be more willing to do things around the house.
Okay.
And go out of my way to do special things for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Those are some really good things. What about you, Anisha? What will you be doing differently when there's better communication and consistency between the two of you?
I think I would just be more relaxed to be myself where we live and be maybe a little more willing to open up about my life, be a little more vulnerable. We could actually form a friendship if we had better communication.
Yeah. What are some specific things you think you could do to start forming a friendship?
Maybe hang out more. Do have downtime together more rather than just weird, awkward living arrangements. I don't know.
Good. So spend more time together when you have the downtime.
Yeah.
Maybe not isolate so much.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Anything else either of you can think of?
Maybe go out and do some special things together, like things that we both enjoy doing.
Okay.
Maybe go to yoga or walk to the greenway. That's cool.
Yeah.
Or warm.
Good. So, are there any times that you can think of within the past week or two where there has been good communication?
I guess one time in the past week, Anisha did all the dishes, and I thanked her for it, and then she told me about her day.
Good.
I guess that, she went out of her way, and then I thanked her for it, and so that kind of sparked a conversation. Usually little things like that, or she'll ask me about my day, and I'll talk about that.
Yeah, good.
So I guess just when, like, out of the norm, we make an effort to communicate with each other.
Good. So you're open.
Mm-hmm.
Good. What about you?
Well, we went to church together today, and I felt like conversation was really easy at church, and like on the way and on the way back. Maybe it's just because we were in a different environment,
Mm-hmm.
but that was really fun. I liked that.
Good. So it sounds like there are times where you are having good communication, but you just need to work on having more often good communication.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you kind of a strange question, but just bear with me. If you were to fall asleep tonight and a miracle were to happen, and the miracle was that your problem is gone and your goal has been achieved.
Mm-hmm.
When you wake up in the morning, what will be signs to you during that next day that something's different?
I guess, like, when I see her in the morning, I'll ask her how she's doing. Maybe we'll plan something for later that day or in the week to do together. We might have breakfast together, or I'll say goodbye to her instead of us just, like, going our separate ways. And maybe in the evening we talk a little bit about how our day went, or, like, at least greet each other, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So even just acknowledging each other more. Good. What about you? What would be hints to you that things have changed?
Maybe if I wanted to like linger around more in our common areas.
Mm-hmm.
So, rather than just go straight up to my room, which would probably be my reaction, if I felt myself like kind of hanging out a little longer, and maybe that feeling, I don't know if that makes sense necessarily, but that feeling of like wanting to be around Des and not just like getting my food and going upstairs or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So I definitely hear a pattern of not isolating and just acknowledging each other's presence more, spending more time in the same area, asking how each other's day went. Those are really good things.
Mm-hmm.
Really good things, and it sounds like both of you want the same thing.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome. Yeah. So, when you guys leave here today, what will you be doing differently than when you came in?
Well, like I heard Des say that it was easier for her to communicate when I did things that helped her out, maybe like the dishes. So maybe when I have some extra downtime, I'll try to find ways to like be of service to Desi to keep that line of communication open for her.
Good.
Maybe like take out the trash or do the dishes more often or something that, might not make my day more stressful but could make her day easier.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Same thing for me. Like, I think just going out of each other's way might help. And then maybe if I plan some, like, outing or asked her more, like, how her day went instead of just going straight to my room. Yeah.
Good. So, before you leave today, I'd like to kind of decide on 2 or 3 things that you're both going to commit to doing this week and see if anything changes between now and when you come back next week. So what would you like those things to be? Maybe pick 2 or 3 things each that you're going to do differently.
I'll plan something for us to do during the week, and I will maybe if I see her like working in the kitchen, I'll go help her. So to create an opportunity for us to talk instead of just ignoring her.
Okay, good. Those are really good things. I think that that's a great place to start. What about you, Nisha?
I think I'll ask Desi more questions so I can hear how her day's going and maybe find some like triggering things in my head that would be like, oh, she's really stressed and she's probably not going to have time to make a lunch before she leaves because she woke up late or something like that. And then I can pack her lunch when I'm making my lunch, which might make her day go better and serve her day a little bit. And I could commit to staying downstairs every day when I get home from work for 30 minutes, like in our common area, just to create that open space and that free space rather than isolating myself in my room.
Yeah, I think that those are really good things. It's simple first steps
Yes.
to maybe break the ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. Just one more question. Desi, is there anything that maybe you can share with Anisha that you need from her? In order for you to feel more open.
I guess just for her to like ask me how it's going.
Okay.
Like just for me to feel like I can communicate to her.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Is there anything that Desi can do to help you feel more open?
Sometimes I think I worry like maybe I'd get too far the other way and would maybe like be too much in her space. I'd want to respect her space. So just for Desi to know that if I ever like crossed whatever space boundary she wanted, or maybe it was a hard day at work and she doesn't want to have that 30 minutes at the end of her day, for her to just feel okay to be like, you know what, I really appreciate you reaching out.
Yeah.
Like, let's reconvene at a different time. That's better for me. So that way I know where she's at and I don't become annoying to her, overwhelming. And I can respect her privacy and know that it's not a rejection on me and just
Good.
she's in a bad place at that point in time.
Good. Are both of you open to that feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm really excited about what we've talked about today and the things that you guys have put in place to work on this week. And I look forward to talking to you next week and seeing where we're at. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.